ledger. So the last session we discussed about journal, how to prepare the journal entries. So we discussed in the last video, and in this class we can learn what is meant by ledger, what is the use of ledger in the organizations, and how to prepare these ledgers with example. I will explain in this today's session. So accounting is a very important in every organization. We are maintaining the accounts in this accounting process, in this accounting cycle. We are having the many different formats. In that, the first format of accounts is journal. It is already be prepared. Journal, what is meant by journal and how to prepare, what are the rules and regulations and everything we discussed in that. And first we are preparing the journal entries, we are making the journal entries, and after that, after preparation of these entries, we are going to posting these all the journal entries into a ledger book. So we are prepared, the ledger is the second book of the recording transactional entries in the organizations. So accounting is the process of recording the transactions, classifying the transactions, and summarizing the transactions in the organizations. So we are entering all the recording every transaction in the journal book. After preparation of the journal, we are going to making the ledger. So we are going to preparing the ledger with the help of the journal entries. So ledger is the book of recording all the transactions. We are going to maintaining all the economic transactions, and we are measuring in the terms of money, the terms of value we are going to maintaining, and we are observing how much is debited and how much is credited. So we are going to identifying in that particular format the debit and credit amount, and based on that you can identify your balance of for each and every account in the ending of that particular month or particular year. So this is the ledger we are following in the organizations to maintain to post all the transactions of the journal entries into a ledger book. And what is mean by ledger? So ledger is it can be defined as, it is a summary statement of all the transactions. It is a summary we are going to giving the interpretation. We are providing a conclusion of that particular all the transactions what we made. So related to related to the persons, or related to the assets, or related to the expenses, or related to the incomes, or related to the profits of the organization, gains of the company, are related to the any land or buildings, any or a bank. So all these expenses, all these state transaction statements, we are going to providing a summary, giving a clear cut view regarding that particular all transactions. And also here we are taking in these all, we are taking in a particular period of time. So for example, if we can consider a particular month. So in this month, in which dates what transactions we made, so every transaction and with everything we are going to find out that, and also we are posting in the ledger and identify that what is the debit balance and what is the credit balance. So everything we can find out under this ledger book. So that is also we can consider, we are going to summarizing all the transactions of the company, and based on that you can find out what is the monetary value of the organizations and debit and credit balances of the company. And what is the importance of this ledger account? Why we need to prepare this ledger account? What is the use of this ledger in the organizations? So these are all the significance of the ledger account. So the first one is we need to record every information. So every transaction we want to record. We want to keep always all the transactions what we made in the company. We want to keep all the transaction. So why we need to record this every information? It is for future purpose. In the future we can retrieve this information, and we can see the information and what we done in that previous, and what transactions we made, and what is that our financial position, and everything we can collect through these ledger balances. So that is first important is to record every information, every transaction what we made in the company. That is the first one. And coming to the second one is providing information. It gives the data to the needed people who needed, maybe suppliers, or maybe shareholders of the business, or maybe creditors of the business. So they want any information, any data from the organization, it will use the data to the needed people. So that's why ledger account will provide the information to the all the needed persons also. So that is the second point. And coming to the third one is preparation of trial balance. So with the help of the journal, we can make the ledger account, and with the help of this ledger account, you want to prepare, will able to prepare the trial balance of your organization. This is the third format of accounting. So first is journal, and the second is ledger. Next, third one is trial balance. So to prepare the trial balance, we need the ledger balance accounts, and with the help of that, you can make the prepare the trial balance with the help of this ledger only. So that is the third point. Coming to the fourth point, it is helpful for the preparation of profit and loss account. This is the fifth format of this, fourth format of this accounts, that is a profit and loss account. So we need to prepare the profit and loss account of the organization. So with the help of the ledger account only, you can prepare the trial balance, and with the help of trial balance, you can make the profit and loss account, everything. And also another one more is balance sheet also. We can able to prepare the balance sheet with the help of this information. So these are all the linked points. So these are all the linked formats. So that is these are all points can be considered as a accounting cycle. So accounting cycle is having the first stage of accounting cycle is journal book, and the second stage is ledger, and the third one is trial balance, and the fourth one is trading and profit and loss account, and the next one is balance sheet. So these are all the five different stages, five different formats we're having in the accounting process. And with the help of these five accounting formats, you can able to prepare, you can able to maintain the accounts in the organization also. So this is the significance of the ledger. And what is the what are the objectives, what are the objectives to maintain these ledger accounts? So for the first objective is it will provide classify the financial information. So you can go and classify the information of financial data of the organization, your transactional related data, you can classify. So how much should be debited and how much should be credited? So what about our total expenses of the company? What about our total incomes of the company? How much amount is receiving? How much amount we are going to expending in the various transactions? So like this, you can divide, you can classify all the financial data of your company through ledger accounts only. That is the first one. And coming to the second one is to provide check on arithmetical accuracy. So and also these ledger accounts will provide the to identify the accuracy of the transactions. Accuracy of the transactions, you can find out how it is reliable, how it is going on in the organization. So you can go and you can check the accuracy of all the transactions also with the help of the ledger account. So how much debited and how much is credited. So like this, you can identify what is your company financial status in that particular stage. So you can check with the help of these ledger accounts only. And next one is to help ascertain profit or loss. And it is the after preparation of the ledger account, you can see the debit balances and credit balances on each and every account. So based on this, you can assess how much you are in running in the profit or you are running in the loss. You are maintaining the profits or loss. You can able to find out through the help of this ledger account. So that is also one more objective. And the next last one is to reveal, it helps to reveal the financial position. So based on this, you can identify you are in moving in profit or you are in moving in the loss. Based on that, to identify your financial position in the market, and based on this position, you can take the remedial measures, you can solve your problems, and you can improve your profits based on the so many techniques implementation. So that is also one more objective. So to identify your financial position, to identify your company moving in profit or loss, to identify the accuracy of your organization transactions, and classify all the financial transactions of the company. So these are the objectives of the ledger accounts. And ledger and posting. So how we are going to posting these all the ledgers? So all the transactions, we are recording all the business transactions related to the person, related to the companies, related to the assets, and related to the expenses and revenues, incomes, and everything we are posting in the journal book. And after that, we are going to making these journals into ledger. This can be considered as a ledger posting. So these journals into posting these all the journal entries into a ledger. So that is called posting of the ledger. And here these all the transactions we are going to summarizing and preparing this ledger account. So these can be prepared, these format can be the format of journal can be T-shaped format. T-shaped format will be there. So in the ledger, the T-shaped format. So in this T-shaped format, we can divide it into two different sides. One side is the left side is called as a debit side, and the right side called as a credit side. So here you can see the accounting format, the ledger accounting format. So here you will see it is the T-shaped format. So these can be divided in two different categories. So this is the T format divided in two different segments. The first segment, left hand side, can be treated as a debit side, and right hand side can be treated as a credit side. So the debit, the debit side and also credit side, the both formats will be the same. So in the debit side, you can see the format, the date, particulars, journal folio, and amount. So they are the four columns in the left hand side, and the same way in the right hand side also is the same four columns. So column for first four columns means the first column is the date. So you can mention the date in that particular. And the second one is a particular. So you can take the particular. So you post the journal entry, you post here as a ledger. So that is the postage of this under the particulars. And the next one is J.F. So that is considered as a journal folio. So in the journal book also, one column will be we are indicating, that is L.F. L.F means ledger folio. So at that time I told, so where we enter the transaction in the particulars, that entry in the journal in the ledger book where we entered. So which page we entered in the ledger book. So that can be indicated by the ledger folio. So same like that here also journal folio can indicate. So these transaction where we entered in the ledger journal book, where it is from, where we are received from. So that can be indicated by that journal folio. So that is the one more column. And the next column is amount. You write the amount in here. And the same like this in the credit side also, you can mention the date and particulars and journal folio and also amount. So journal folio here we are just keeping as a column, we cannot mention anything. So it is practically applied by the organizations. They are using this and they are mentioning the page numbers and everything they will mention by the organizations at the time of implementing this accounting process and everything. But here we are going to, it is in the format now. So just we are keeping as a column and maintaining in the particular format. So this is the format of the ledger account. It is having T-shaped format. So this is the same date, particulars, journal folio, amount, date, particulars, journal folio, amount. So there is a left hand side debit side and right hand side is credit side. So like this you can take that down, format of ledger. So here how to write this format of ledger you will see here. So the first one is DR is nothing but debit, the CR is nothing but credit. So this is a left hand side is a debit and right hand side is credit. So you can take the first date, here you mention the date and see the particulars. In that particulars you can start, the particular is start with 2. You can start this in the debit side, the particulars will start with 2. So and 2 and write the name of credit account. So you can take the credit account. So debit side you are writing the credit side account name. So you would in the debit side you will take the credit side account name and write the ledger folio, journal folio you can keep as a column, and the amount you write here as amount. So how much amount you can mention here. And the same like this credit side. So here the debit side we will start with the 2 and credit side we will start with the buy. So in the particulars we will write with the buy and name of the debit account. In the debit side we can write the credit side account name. In the credit side we can write the debit side account name. So in the debit side you can mention with the 2, start with the 2. In the credit side you can start with the buy. So this is the format of the how to write this journal. And these are all the advantages of the journals. What are the advantages means already we discussed. So all the accounts we are going to entering in the recording transactional books. With the help of the journals we are making the ledgers and we are preparing the trading, profit and loss account, balance sheet, everything with the help of the ledger balances only. With the help of the ledger account only you can prepare the all the trial balance, trading and profit and loss account, balance sheet, everything. So this is all we can prepare, and to identify the financial position of the business with the help of the balance sheet prepare. You can see what about your assets of the company, what about your liabilities of the company, and based on that you can identify your financial position of the your business. So that is also one more advantage of the ledger. And next one is any type of information related to the business can be easily obtained from the ledger. So you can want any type of information, you want any type of so you want a supplier information, you collect very easily from the ledger. You want a particular supplier or you want information related to a bank, or you want information related to any expenses of your business, so you can get very easily from the ledger account. It will be easily mentioned by the ledger account. So that's why we can easily get the information from each and every account. So because we are preparing every account ledger, for example, we collected goods from Surya. So we are preparing the goods account and also Surya account, purchase account and also Surya account. So we want selling goods. So the sales account will be separately we are maintaining. Cash account should be separately we are maintaining. So bank account should separately we are maintaining. So that's why easily you can obtain from the ledger. So you want to know any information related to sales, related to purchase, related to buildings, or related to expenses, or related to any person, any company data, you can usually obtain from the ledger accounts, and easily you can take the decision making also. So that is also one more advantage. And here the process I will explain how to prepare the ledger accounts. So here like in the problem they given the cash the journal entries here already. So here you will see all the journal entries. So that is a cash account. So that is being Ram started business with cash. So that is journal entries cash account to capital account. So like this furniture purchased for cash, furniture account at R2, cash account. Being purchase is made in cash and credit, purchase account at R2, Vishal and cash, Vishal account, and also a cash account. So like this, all the entries they will give, all the journal entries they will give. So for these 5 entries, 5 journals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 journals, we need to prepare the ledger account. How to prepare a ledger account? So already I told, so for every account, we need to prepare a separate ledger book. So that is a ledger. So that is first one is what are the accounts are there. First you can check what are the accounts are there in these 5 entries. So see, first one is April 1st is having cash account and capital account. We need to prepare the separate ledger sheet to the cash account and also capital account. Separate account, we need to show the separate account to cash account and also capital account. And the next furniture account and cash account. So cash account already it is available in the April 1st also. So that's why again no need to mention again no need to prepare the another account. The same account you can write the second transaction also, no problem. So that is also important. So cash account and capital account, and next furniture account, cash account is already available, and also purchase account, and next Vishal account, next cash account it is already available, cash account is already available, and Sita account you need to prepare, and sales account, drawing account, cash account is already is there. So that's why you need to prepare these all the accounts, what in the transaction in the journal entries, what we written all the accounts, you need to prepare for everyone. For every account, you need to prepare you need to show the ledger. So here you will see the cash account, capital account, next furniture account, purchase account, Vishal account, and next sales account, drawing account. So these are all the things you need to prepare them. So how to make the how to prepare the entries into ledger? So how to post these journal entries into ledger book? I will explain. So here you will see cash account in the April 1st cash is there, April 3rd cash is there, April 8th cash is there, 10th cash is there, and 15th cash is there. So in this every transaction cash is there. So first you need to prepare the cash account. The format is T-shaped format, and write all the particulars, date particulars, general folio, amount, and also credit side, date particulars, general folio, and amount. And you can see how to write this entry. So you can first you will observe in the April 1st cash account data to capital account. So cash account is in debit side or credit side, you want to check. So cash account is in debit side or credit side. So it is in, so the first line can be indicated by the debit amount and the second line can be indicated by the credit amount. So first line is cash account is in debit side. So you need to write the debit side. The another name of the account is capital account. So you need to write the debit side, the another name, opposite name of account, that is capital account. So it is the cash account is in debit side, no? So you write in debit side, so the debit side, another name is capital account. So you will start with two capital account. The amount is 1 lakh rupee. So like this. And coming to the second April 3rd transaction, furniture account data to cash account. So in the cash account is in the debit side or credit side? You check it is in credit side. So you write in credit side the opposite account, that is furniture account. So credit side you will start with buy, and opposite account is furniture account. Buy furniture account 20,000 rupees. That is. And coming to the third April 8th, so cash is in debit side or credit side, you can check. So the cash is in credit side. So you write credit side, the opposite account, purchases account. So credit side. So credit side we will start with buy, purchases account 5,000 rupees. And next fourth one is April 10 transaction. Cash account is in debit side. You write in the debit side the opposite transaction, Sita account. So Sita account means here the debit side April 10. So you will mention all the dates, ma. So here you mention April 10, here a date April 3rd, April 8th. So like this. To sales account is 12,000 rupees. And the last one is drawing account data to cash account April 15. So cash is in debit side, credit side. So you write the credit side, the opposite account, drawing account. So April 15, opposite drawing accounts from the credit side. So that is by drawing account 5,000 rupees. So you can mention all the cash account related transactions in the ledger book. So that is capital, sales, furniture purchase, drawing account. You can, and after the next step is you can check all the you can add all the amounts in both sides, debit side and credit side. So in the debit side, you can see the capital and sales 1 lakh and 12,000. You get the total amount is 1 lakh 12,000. And like this, you also add in here also credit side 20,000 plus 5,000 plus 5,000. That means 30,000. So in the credit side 30,000 and the debit side 1 lakh 12,000. So which is a bigger amount? So 1 lakh 12,000 is a higher amount. So you can mention in the both sides the total you can mention which is higher amount. So that is 1 lakh 12,000 and 1 lakh 12,000. So here 30,000 is there, and you can see what is the variation, what is the difference between this amount and also this added amount. So that 30,000, 1 lakh 12,000 minus 30,000 is equal to 82,000. So in that credit side balance is the credit side balance is 82,000. So here you will write the last month, of the April 30. So the month of this April 30, the last of this month, April 30, you can mention, and by balance carried down. So you can here mention the by balance carried down is 82,000. So this amount for the next month, it is brought down amount. So this amount can be acted as a balance to the next month. So that is next month debit balance is 82,000. So cash account, cash is asset, no? So that is, it is a debit balance, it is a debit amount. So that is 82,000 rupees. So that is one transaction. And coming to that next one is, you can see the capital account. The second one is a capital account, no? So where capital account is there only in the April 1st. So April 1st, it is in debit side or credit side. So it is credit side. So you need to write the credit side, the opposite transaction, opposite account. So in the capital, credit side is here the credit by cash account, so that is April 1st, 1 lakh rupee. So here there is no only one capital account, only showing only April 1st. So that's why the total amount is 1 lakh, and you can mention this total balance in the two left and right side. So 1 lakh and 1 lakh, and here the what is your balance amount, you can check the to balance carried down here is 1 lakh rupee. So this capital will be next month credit balance. Next month credit account credit balance is, that is 1 lakh rupee. That is a credit. So capital is a liability, so it can be acted as a credit. So that is to balance carried down is 1 lakh rupee. So that is the capital account. And coming to the next account is furniture account. You want to prepare the furniture account. So furniture account, you will see the furniture account where it is there only only once, that is April 3rd. So April 3rd, it is a debit side or credit side? Debit side. So debit side furniture account, you want to write the debit side opposite account, that is cash account. So debit side, you want to write the cash account. So debit side, that is a furniture account. Debit side is cash account to cash account. So that is 20,000 rupees. Next year only once, no? So that's why you can take the total amount 20,000 and 20,000. Here the balance carried down is 20,000 rupees. By balance carried down is 20,000 rupees. So in the debit side, you can write with 2, and credit side, you can write with by. So that is about one more account. And next, after purchase furniture account, next one is purchases account. You write the purchase account. Purchase, where it is there only once in April 8th. So it is in debit side. So you write the opposite transactions in the opposite transactions in the credit debit side. So here you can see that purchases account. So from Vishal 15,000, and to cash account 5,000. So you can write to Vishal 15,000, to cash account 5,000, and you can take the total values. Here you can add the value 15,000 plus 5,000, 20,000. You can take the total amount is 20,000, and here by balance carried down 20,000. You can mention like this. And also next one is Vishal account. So Vishal account is you can see here it is in credit side. So you can write the credit side with the opposite account, that is purchase account. So you can take the Vishal account. So that is credit side. So that is credit side by purchases 15,000 rupees. So only once. So that's why I added the total amount 50,000, and the here the balance is to balance carried down is 15,000 rupees. So like this, you can take the sales account. Sales account here through sales. Sorry. Next one is you can take the Sita account. So Sita account through cash only, you can see that it is in debit side. So you can write the opposite account, that is a cash account, that is 20,000 rupees. The total both side is 20,000, and the balance carried down is 20,000 rupees. So like this purchase also. In the purchases, again we are observing the purchases. Here the one purchase, and also purchases through cash and through Vishal, we completed that. And drawing account, you can see the drawing account. So the drawing account, so here where the drawing account will be there, so that it is in debit side. So debit side, you can write the opposite one, so that is a cash account. So debit side, you can take the cash account to cash account 5,000 rupees. So the 5,000 is the total balance, and by balance carried down is 5,000 rupees. So this is the process of the ledger account. So you can see all the journal entry transactions, and these transaction, what are the accounts are there, you need to prepare, you need to show for every account a entry. So what are the accounts are there, you need to first recognize all the accounts, and you can take the format of that particular ledger account, T-shaped format, debit and credit side. And you can see we are preparing a particular account, so you can see it is in debit side or credit side. And you can mention for example, it is in debit side, you can mention the opposite account in the debit side. So like this, you are going to preparing all the entries, posting all the entries, and also finally you can check the balance on both sides, debit and credit side. So see which is higher, you can mention in both sides, and also what is the balance amount carried down. You can see this month can be, this balance can be treated as a brought down balance for the next month.